One thing you do not have living in the Ouachita Mountain Range of Arkansas is a shortage of rocks. Well, what are we going to do with all these rocks? Yes, every single load I've been loading by hand and dumping by hand because I don't want to deform the cages, and picking it up I don't have a rock bucket, so being able to separate a lot of these rocks from the dirt, the easiest way to do that right now is by hand. Welcome back to the journey, folks. So we are actually going to be filling our Gabion Wall. And man, I really wish that I had a bucket specific to the tractor for picking up larger rocks, but I don't. So all of these rocks I'm moving by hand currently so we can stack the front of our Gabion Wall, make it look somewhat presentable, and then hopefully I'll just be able to dump the rest of the rocks towards the back. But I don't know. We'll kind of see how it goes. But let's go get started. Oh, we had just enough rain to make it a mess out here. Just enough. No, maybe. Get that in the back. So, I want to try to be picky and choosy of what goes where for the front. Because the front we get to see. Yeah. Kind of. Over here, obviously, I still need to kind of get this to go down just a little bit, and I still need to build stairs, so I'm not really going to be able to refill the back of this side of the Gabion Wall just yet. But I think from basically where my partition is, which I still got to cut down the T-post, I wasn't able to drive that down all the way. So this time, well, for one, I've been trying to clear out rocks that I've been really wanting to get cleaned up, like out of the driveway. So I've been kind of going and doing that. A lot of these small things, small rocks. So, I mean, so far that looks really good. But I do want to fill in kind of like some of the gaps with some of the smaller rocks. And I didn't really have a whole lot of that whenever I was filling those two. So let's see if we can't get this filled in with some bigger rocks and smaller rocks and see what that looks like. The sun is already starting to set, getting low, already back below the trees. So I had actually a late start today. I've actually been going through and kind of optimizing our channel, I guess. Going through a lot of old stuff and just trying to, you know, because the new AI type stuff, you know, for the channel or for YouTube in general. Just trying to go through and do everything that I can just to help optimize the channel, to help us grow, you know. But we also need y'all's help by sharing us out. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Share us out, help us grow, all those things, right? It just helps us give back to the veteran community with that 20% that we vowed to give back everything that, or 20% of everything we earned from AdSense, right? That's what we vowed to give back. So we can't do that without y'all watching the videos, watching the ads. That's what helps out. All right. And then also got over here and finished out this. And if you caught the short video, yep, I made boo-boo and hit the water line. I knew it was there. I knew about how deep it was, but hit it anyway. But I got it fixed using parts that I had on hand. I did not have to run to the store. So, but we'll get all this cleaned up. We'll get all this cleaned up, all this cleaned up, all that stuff, right? And just continue on with this. But yeah, I think I will catch this up in the morning, probably afternoon. We'll see. But anyway, we'll see y'all then. All right, here we are the next day. I actually leveled this out a little bit yesterday before ending my day, bringing in some more rocks and stuff like that. I do need to bring like just some of the rock over here to kind of lay down here in the front. We already plan on, you know, redoing the surface of the driveway at some point when we can get those materials. And then obviously going, I mean, we're still kind of working this too, but all of this, right? We're going to resurface this. We're going to surface the little roundabout with some rocks. I'm not too worried about this side just yet. That's one of the biggest reasons why we're putting down the drainage. So until all this gets moved, I'm not worried about bringing any materials over here because it's all going to get scraped and moved and leveled and all that. But over here, I don't want to be walking in mud. So I'm just going to bring down, I'll probably just shovel it in. I'll get a bucket full and just shovel it in. And then obviously we still need to get the materials too for the piping to be able to go that direction. And I was thinking too of even extending out, because I can get that in a 100-foot roll. That's how far it comes, unless I get the just smaller sections, because from here to here is only 26 feet. I really don't need the full roll. I can just get the smaller sections, kind of like what I put here. But they sell this smaller section like this, little 10-foot sections, perforated or non-perforated. This one was non-perforated because I don't need the ground to drain. I just want the water from eventually when we do our other stuff, the gutters, just come down and drain out, right? So basically the only parts that's perforated is the line here, right? But I was thinking of even taking it further out, but the problem with that is we have our fiber that comes down and it goes underground. Well, I'm not 100% certain of where it is. I know it's somewhere in this area, and that'd be a lot to dig by hand to not miss that fiber, because like I said, it goes obviously to the box over here, and I know that is somewhere in here. I just don't know exactly where. I don't want to take that risk because I already hit the water line over there, and I just don't want to do that. So yeah, not going to take that risk. I'm just going to come basically to where the stake is here at the end of the house, because I know it doesn't go that far. Yeah, so we'll get this cleaned up and stuff like that on another video whenever it comes time to do that. So for today, I'm just finishing grabbing big rocks. Let's get this cage filled. All right, went and got me another load. I've already started putting some of the bigger ones down here at the bottom. So yeah, the biggest thing with this is, if you are just now catching up with our channel, there used to be a big house here. So it was like a single wide home, and then had like the addition where that slab is up there. And then on the front, on that side over there, was like a room that was all of these rocks, right? And then obviously inside to the house, kind of where the gray shed is, there used to be a bathroom in there that the walls were also built with this rock. So you'll kind of see there'll be some rocks like this that have mortar stuff on it. Well, this is a good opportunity to be able to get rid of this stuff without being able to see it in projects, is take this ugly mortar covered rock, throw it in the cage in the back. That way you don't see it up here in the front. And I think that's going to be a good way of getting rid of some of this rock that we just don't want to use anywhere else. Yes, every single load I've been loading by hand and dumping by hand, because I don't want to deform the cages. And picking it up, I don't have a rock bucket, so being able to separate a lot of these rocks from the dirt, the easiest way to do that right now is by hand. That looks okay. So yeah, I've been coming down here by the pond because I piled up rocks here and there, because at some point, like where this culvert comes out, we're trying to build like an actual little trench that comes down here to the pond. So this is all the water runoff from the ridge, right? So basically, a portion of the driveway comes down. A lot of the water from over by the shed comes down this way. So obviously I don't want to take all of these rocks because we are going to be using them here as well. But coming over here, just a lot of stuff from the house, right? Even soap dishes. But just stuff like this, I know I'm not going to be using over here on this project. So I'll go ahead and pick through a lot of this stuff. And that stuff I've already been grabbing, those blocks I already showed you, out of these piles. So That way we can hide it in the taller section of the Gabion Wall. I see you, Gabriel. Why y'all want to go falling off the tractor? You can't see nothing if you fall down. All right. I'll try not to throw rocks at you. All right, I think that's a good enough load. And then, I mean, I could probably leave a lot of this still here, and we'll move to a different pile. I still got some more I can take out of that. All those are pretty much staying there, which, I mean, I really like these big flat rocks though, like this one. Some that I've already taken over there. You know, big flat rocks like this. Because for one, it gives me a nice flat surface to stack it with. You know, just like that square one there. Looks nice. So some of those I might grab. And then obviously pick out any of this garbage that I can. That way we can get rid of it, we can hide it. But yeah, I mean, some of the, like these flatter rocks, you know, are good for the top. You know, to cap the top. Ooh. The varmint hole right there I forgot about, I just sunk into. But yeah, those are nice for capping the top. So, all right, let's go put these in the cage. Came in here, started the tractor, started to drive, and I noticed that I forgot something. Oh well, I guess it's gonna stay there. Okay, so at this point, I'm actually being a little more picky and choosy with what I'm going to grab, because this basket is actually taller than I need it to be for the ground level. So as you can see back here in the back, I put like a really ugly block right here in the back. Well, my ground level is going to be somewhere in that vicinity. So as I'm backfilling this, I already know basically these last 4 rungs or 5 rungs of this cage is actually going to be above ground. Same way over here. So whenever I put this cage in, a portion of that cage is still going to be showing even on the back side. So I want to make sure that those rocks are looking nice too. So yeah, because it's going to be almost level to what the middle third is of ground level, give or take. So yeah, I think it'd be nice. All right, there we go. So that's the end of stacking up all the rocks. And then, so I don't know if you could tell on camera or not, but this does like lean kind of back into the hill a little bit. That's what you want, not a whole lot. And then you can probably also tell too that we made it curve, kind of going around where this driveway portion does curve. And then once we do this one over here, this one will be nice and straight, parallel with the house. But up next is going to be the stairs. I still need to buy materials for this, along with materials for the chicken coop. So if you've been missing out on that build, definitely go over there, check that out. We have a playlist for all of the chicken coop area, and you can definitely go check that out. But I've been putting some more rocks back here just for drainage, and then I'll come back and I'll cover this, get this all raked out, looking nice. And then, you know, once we're done with all of this, right, once we get all of our buildings in place, even the front of the house, right, and get it everything how we exactly want it, we will be coming back in with some topsoil, a nice sifted topsoil. So basically everything that you see us doing right now is not going to be the final picture when it's all said and done at the very end. So this is all just really rough grading for the most part, right, because this has a lot of clay in it. And I would like to have a nice, just a couple inch layer of really good topsoil. So all sifted, no sticks, no rocks, no nothing. So yeah, that will be coming eventually, probably sometime mid next year. All right, so if you like this journey thus far on this Gabion Wall project and getting a French drain system put in for just helping drain out that driveway a little better than what it has been, give us that like, share us out, help us grow. It's greatly appreciated. And that's it. That's all I got left for you. So on this video anyway. So if you'd like to continue to follow this journey we call life, YouTube suggests that you watch this video right here, or the whole year's playlist is over on this side. Continues to grow as the year progresses. Icons up here at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out. It's greatly appreciated. Last but not least, always get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.